Mental resonance is the most powerful tool in the world for mental reprogramming, subconscious reprogramming. We use sound waves with archetypal codes, with archetype codes, with affirmations, autosuggestions, subliminal messages, information about physics, quantum, wave function collapse, co-creation. Conscious co-creator, information about love, work, study, help, prosperity, infinite abundance. In other words, it is a very powerful tool that always works. After more than 20 years of research and practice, developed this tool that we have in the version of today, in the version available today. And there are already thousands of people using mental resonance, and every day people report a wide variety of positive results. Every day I receive messages from people with many positive results. Usually the results appear in the range of the big bold results, the greatest results in the range of 4, 5, 6 months. However, on the first day, many people already notice significant results on the emotional level, on the mental level, on the intellectual level. On the first, second, third day, many people have already reported surprising results to me, like one I already mentioned here, of a person who, on the first day of use, felt a certain discomfort, because this can happen in the first few days, but you just need to lower the volume, keep it very low in the first days, so the adaptation becomes smoother, and this improves quickly. And you can also alternate the days, use it one day, skip the next, and it will improve. So, on the first day, she felt a certain discomfort and sent me a message saying she used it today. The next day, she received an unexpected client who presented a very significant amount that she wasn't expecting that day, right on the first day. A client who simply stopped by and said he might return in a month. She used the tool today. The next day, this person returned there with this tool, with that amount of money. We have here people who have already won prizes in games. They are exceptions. Of course, this issue of prizes, we repeat many times, they are exceptions. But there are situations of people who won in games, people who received inheritances, legal cases. There are situations here, some, of cases of legal processes that had been stalled for more than 10 years, 15 years, started using the tool, mental resonance, 1 month, 2, 3 months, they already received a large amount of money from a legal case that had been paralyzed for more than a decade. So, mental resonance is not something imaginary, a science fiction. Mental resonance is something technological, scientific. It is something very practical to use. Those who already use it know what I'm talking about. Some people really see results right at the beginning, and some people take a little longer, a bit more time. Why does it take a little longer with some people? Why? Each person has certain information in the subconscious, in the unconscious part, subconscious. You had certain experiences, received specific information. I had certain experiences and received other specific information. So my energy quantum has a number X, your quantum. Energy quantum has a number Y. So when we receive the information from mental resonance, day 1, day 2, day 3, I will react in a certain way and you will react in another way because you have specific beliefs. Of course, our beliefs as human beings are very similar, especially in the West. For those who live in North America, South America, for those who live in Europe, the beliefs are very similar. For those who live in the East, in India, Japan, China, there is a little bit of variation in these beliefs, but they also received that famous brainwashing of negative beliefs, limitation, scarcity, self-sabotage, comfort zone, taboo, prejudice, low self-esteem. When you start using mental resonance, it would be similar to water. I use this example a lot. Whether you believe it or not, with water, if you use it to clean a hand that has been in the dirt, if you use water and soap and wash properly, you will clean your hands, whether you believe it or not, because the universe has certain laws. Mental resonance follows certain laws. If you use it frequently, according to the way we instruct you to use it, then you will use it on day 1, day 2, month 1, month 2, month 3. As you accumulate this information, whether you want it or not, your beliefs will change. There are people who notice quickly, right in the first few days, their beliefs changing, especially regarding money, prosperity, emotions related to money, growing, working, also the will to do things, the issue of procrastination, people who don't do what they would like to do. You have an activity to do and you just keep postponing. That project that will improve your life, you don't believe in it because you have certain beliefs. Now, when you use mental resonance, this accumulation of information will change the information in your subconscious. So your subconscious had certain information, those I mentioned about limitation, self-sabotage, comfort zone, all kinds of limiting beliefs, which cause you to have certain attitudes, behaviors, habits, or even stop having certain behaviors that would make you prosper in a certain situation, even in affective relationships. Relationships with mother, father, child, with the husband, with the wife. When you use mental resonance after a certain amount of time, you will accumulate so much information from the new paradigm that it becomes impossible for you not to make a qualitative leap in your life, a leap in quality, because the quantum leap happens. This tool has information, knowledge from certain areas. Some of them are physics, quantum physics, neuroscience, neurobiology, psychology, NLP. It even has information from spirituality. In other words, several fields of science are united, including genetics also, various fields of science. So I took various knowledge from different areas and inserted and developed this specific tool. It always works. People's beliefs change, whether they want it or not, whether they believe it or not, and so on. But there's a detail. There's a very important detail. Some people have difficulty acting. This is also a point that makes a total difference for people who are using mental resonance. Of course, for some people, in the first few days, even without any action, things start to change. They start to attract situations, people, opportunities. Quickly things start to change. In the various testimonials I receive, situations begin to change quickly, even without the person expecting it or doing anything. But in some situations, for example, you have a big project in your life, and this project requires you to take certain actions. So your subconscious is around 95%. Some people say 88%, 87%. There's already a current or more recent line of research that says the subconscious controls 95% of your behaviors, actions, thoughts, and feelings. So let's use this number. 95% of what you do, of what you think, is controlled by the subconscious. When you insert new information into your subconscious, you need to act according to what you truly want. Action is necessary because Even if you believe, you have changed your beliefs. Like before, you didn't believe you were deserving, for example, of having an income. Whether it's 50,000 raised per month, 10,000 raised per month, 100,000 raised per month, a wealth of over 1 million, 5 million, 10 million. It doesn't matter. You are the one who will decide this. You are the one who chooses. But this is the point where mental resonance will not affect your free will. You know that conscious part where you choose? Mental resonance will not force you to take a certain action. It will place new thoughts in your subconscious. The mental codes are there. They will tell you, for example, let's act, let's do it, you deserve it, you are a special person, you are a daughter of God, a son of God. Very quickly, the new mental codes will be there, driving you forward. This is possible, go ahead, do this, do that, you can do it in a certain way. Look at this opportunity here. Do you see this? Look, you can do it, achieve a certain thing. So, the thoughts will be very quick and all. Positive, prosperous, abundant, connected to mental resonance. Because we place archetypal information through sound waves and it will enter your ears. They will enter and become part of your mind. Now, they are stored there in your brain and also beyond your brain, which has a line of thought that argues, and we also argue that your mind is not restricted to your brain. Because your consciousness is in fact at a quantum level, below the level, okay, of atomic particles, of atoms, at a subatomic level. But I'll explain more about that later, in other videos. Your mind, your consciousness is at a subatomic level, at a quantum level. But, to keep it very simple, you have this conscious level here in the manifested world. This part of your free will, when you desire something, when you choose something. For example, I want a relationship with a person with certain characteristics, period. This is enough for the wave function to collapse. What will mental resonance do? Everything you focus on will improve. What, for example? What I told you. You are focused on this type of person, your intention will be amplified. Your faith will grow stronger. And when you no longer doubt it as easily as before, you remain in this wave function collapse, in this co-creation. It could be a car, it could be a business, an income, a job, anything you want, stronger health, higher self-esteem, anything you can imagine, anything, literally anything. But you need to do your part because mental resonance will place the information in your subconscious. Then your electromagnetic field changed. Your emotional field changed because the emotional interferes with the electromagnetic field. If you don't understand this, there's no need to worry. But know that your energy, your energetic signature, vibrational or frequency signature, however you want to call it, if you call it, it will change a lot. It will become much more powerful, abundant, prosperous. Because you have placed information, and in the universe, everything is energy and information. So now we have placed powerful information. What you simply need to do, you already have the information. New opportunities, new thoughts begin to emerge. Conscious dreams, you start to notice your dreams. At first, some people have some dreams. A little strange. In the beginning, because we are dealing with many negative beliefs. So, sometimes, people have some slightly unpleasant dreams in the first few days. But soon this passes and resolves. Then the dreams start to become more vivid. You become more aware. And if you practice this, when you sleep, you write it down, create the habit of noting it down, dream and note, dream and note. When you wake up with new instructions even. From what is called the quantum double. Or you can also call it your higher self, greater self, call it whatever you like, your soul. Your higher consciousness, call it whatever you want, but you wake up with instructions, even about things, possibilities of the future, of what you thought. If you Imagine a certain car, you dream of yourself driving that car, a person like that. You dream, you have this conscious dream, solving problems. In other words, you solve problems even while you are sleeping. And when you wake up, you feel lighter, more at ease. Suddenly, people start calling you, opportunities begin to appear, ideas start to emerge, then you have to write them down. Of course, because if ideas keep coming and you don't write them down, you might forget them. The subconscious goes and stores them in areas that you are not using. So, you have to. That's why action is important. There are people who sometimes use it for a month and say, but I'm feeling better, etc. But in practice, I haven't seen it yet. Many things, great results. Some people send messages like this. I say, but how are you thinking about such a thing? Well, I had these thoughts, but are you taking action? No, I'm not taking action yet. So you have to act, because when you act, you also reinforce this subconscious reprogramming because it's your free will. Your work will be to act in the direction you want because the opportunities will be there. Opportunities will always increase, the thoughts, the feelings. It will get much better. And remember, thought and feeling, when you think and feel what you want, both aligned and you trust, there's no more doubt like, will this happen in my life? Do I deserve it? And it never happened. Then you change, you really speak, you wake up differently, feeling more beautiful, more handsome, with higher self-esteem, more intelligent. Deserving, you wake up enthusiastic and say, wow, I really deserve this, I can do this, I know this is mine. If you already feel this in your electromagnetic field, you can change it. You can feel this. Of course, it's not on the first day, some people take longer, but if you start to notice, you will begin to feel this, it changes completely. And you can flow more. Naturally, that matter of flowing with the will of Almighty God. Your faith becomes greater, your faith becomes stronger, more focused, and you just need to continue in the direction of what you want, anything, doing your work. So mental resonance is this incredible tool. Today I won't be discussing the technical aspects of how audio engineering works or how archetypes function, but if you want more details, you can send me a message on my WhatsApp, which is in the description of this video, and I can send you more information. And one more thing, if you want to learn about mental resonance, there's a link in the description of this video. My WhatsApp is also there. There you will find more information and some additional details on how to use it. And it's very simple to use. The person just needs to press play when going to sleep. So, are you sleeping? Before sleeping? Before sleeping, just a little bit, go ahead and press play. Turn the volume down low enough for you to hear. If it's bothering you a little, leave it. Really low? Volume 1, it doesn't matter, it can be really low because they are waves that will enter your subconscious. It can be very low and it will still work. So keep it low, the waves will enter and you fall asleep. While you are sleeping, the archetypal codes, mental codes, powerful ones, are reprogramming your subconscious mind. And when you wake up, after listening a little, you can turn it off. You will transform day by day. This is amazing and it really always works. There are some of the most incredible results. There are clients I have already mentioned here who didn't have. For example, for more than 10 years, I mentioned on another occasion, for more than 10 years, they didn't have a car to drive. They used mental resonance. For approximately 4 months, if I recall correctly, it was from 4 to 6 months. Bought a brand new car, is earning around 30,000 per month in net profit, has money in the bank. In other words, didn't have a car for more than 10 years. Not even a car to drive, seriously. Used resonance in 4 or 5, 6 months, bought a brand new car, earns more than 30,000 per month, and the person didn't even earn more than... The average income of this person in the last 10 years or more was around 2,000 rays. Now they are earning 30,000, more than 30,000. Now they must be earning more, I even have to talk to her. In other words, there are countless results. There are people who have surpassed a revenue of 1 million rays. There are people who have paid off huge debts, changed businesses, changed professions, improved, found happier, more harmonious relationships? They did. People who were in a relationship as a couple were in a relationship that was struggling, full of problems, etc. They started using mental resonance, improved the relationship, they are more harmonious, respecting each other more, they are more, as they say, in love with each other again. That's what they tell me. There are extraordinary things that even I, as I have mentioned, am often impressed by how much people's lives have improved. So, if you want to improve your life with a tool that is more, we can say, more effective and more efficient than anything you've ever used in your life, you can be sure. You just need to try mental resonance. I guarantee it always works. I use it every day myself, and my life is transforming. Every day, my life has been improving. If you want to know more about this topic, just follow my channel here. And if you want to keep talking with me, just click the link in the description. There's my WhatsApp, and I answer all the questions you might have. There's also my website there, which has some important information. Thank you for your presence, and see you in the next video.